All right, next one's called Moment of Gravity. So this is basically, I always struggle to ask this question, but looking back at your life, can you kind of pinpoint one event in your life that kind of puts you on the path to where you are now?
Yeah, my husband died in my arms. I mean,
Yeah.
boom. I mean, I'm not mincing words. It's like I held him. He was looking right at me. Looking right at me. He didn't want to die. I didn't want him to die, and he died right in my arms. Now, so how do I remove that? How do I play a show? How do I
Yeah.
show up to write a song and not have that inform me? You know what I mean? How do I, the thing is too, it's like, it's been 7 years since he's been gone. And it's like, I'm not going to play a show and not talk about him because it's like, and I'm not going to say he died in my arms. I don't say that.
Sure.
Okay. But I am going to say that this exceptional person, I lost this exceptional person, and that since then, my mind view, my world view, my eyes lens is perpetually different. And the thing that is the most interesting thing is I could have with this lens, I could have crawled into a fetal position.
Yep.
I could have become a very bitter person. I could have become a very angry person. And instead, what really came out of that and has not left me is this Tia 5-year-old girl all over again. And she's not left. It's like there's nothing really savvy. There's nothing sexy. There's nothing mature about me. There's none of like that at all. It's that I want to be Captain Compassion.
Yeah.
And so yes, it's his death. He wanted so badly to die in the hospital. He did not want to die at home. He wanted if he was going to die, he wanted to die like on the surgery when they were removing the brain tumor. That's how he wanted to die. He did not want to die at home. And but he did. And
Well, I know
and
I know exactly how that is. My dad was the same way. He wanted it to
yeah,
go at the hospital. My mom would not let that happen.
yeah,
She wanted him home, and he didn't want to deal with that. I know what it's like to have somebody die in your arms and
yeah,
have the most important person in your life die in your arms. That was my
yeah.
dad for me. That is a film that never stops playing. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
And shows up at the damnedest of
I
times. I
know.
mean, and and um and it's just remarkable. I like to say that these things that we feel only prove we're not psychopaths,
That's right.
and they only prove that we're like fully sentient beings, and that we're in nowhere. We almost have our burden is that we have too much emotion. You know what I mean? Our burden is that we feel too deeply, but also then it's our job from these losses to go on and be the kindest, sweetest people on the planet to counterbalance the
Yep.
other people that, um, you know,
It's all about your
that,
personal choices, man. It's how you deal with it, right? And
yeah,
and that's about, again, the compassion for other people.
yeah,
Other people are not watching the same film that you are, and so
no,
you know
no,
you
no,
gotta try to remember that, and that's difficult when your entire world is that film, that is your memory,
yeah.
and but yeah,
You
I
know,
love. Go ahead.
I always love to say that when you're at the end of your life, whatever that end of your life is, and you can't get out of the fact that you're at the end of your life, that you're the star of this movie, this film, that you really don't want to be cast in,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But that you get to act however you want to act. So it doesn't matter if the people who are also people in your film, like I was a person in Moss's movie, right?
Right.
But yet when his movie ends, my movie continues, right? And so it was like however Moss needed to act or wanted to act, then I had to obey that. You know what I mean? I had to respect that
Yeah.
because his movie ends with his last breath and my movie continues.
Yeah.
And um and that reminds me, if you haven't seen The Life of Chuck, you need to see it.
Okay.
Trust me. And it's by Stephen King, one of my favorite writers, and not for his horror books, but for his other Breath of Humanity, what he
Yeah.
did with Shawshank Redemption. But The Life of Chuck is the most amazing movie, and you just won't be prepared for it.
Okay,
But it's
I will check it out. I love Stephen King, so yeah,
yeah.
I'll check it out. Um, that just a little bit off topic, but Under the Dome, the TV show, man, did that
I never
piss me
saw
off?
that.
Don't, just don't.
Okay, don't. Okay, don't. Okay,
Don't
good.
don't touch it. Trust me.
Okay.
Under the
I will.
Dome book was incredible, and
Okay.
then they completely butchered it. It's just
Okay. We'll
so
stay
bad.
away. I'll
Stay
stay
away
away.
from it. All right, so we got a little deep and dark with the Moment of Gravity there, and I love your answer though, because it's really a good definition of grief and how grief can affect you so fully, right? Like it's just so full, and it's hard to even get a break from it. And you're right; it shows up at the damnedest times when
Yeah.
you smell something, or just it can be just like I smelled my dad's truck, and it wasn't even my dad's truck. It was just the smell of his truck, and it
Yeah.
was at a farmer's market or something like that. And you don't control how you're gonna react to that smell that just comes out of nowhere, and it triggers those memories. So